Hi everyone, it's Sunday morning, about 10:45 a.m. and Mum and I have come to Harlow Carr Gardens, which is a beautiful RHS garden in Yorkshire. I'll put a link to it in the description box. We thought we'd share a sort of cosy Sunday routine with you today, and although it's quite a wet, miserable day, which means that it's very tempting to just stay inside and be cozy, sometimes part of really enjoying a cozy day is about getting outside, getting a bit chilly, getting some fresh air, and then you enjoy that moment when you come indoors, you have a cup of tea and most likely mince pie right now, and you just enjoy the warmth and the coziness all the more. So that's our plan for today. We're going to have a walk. Hope it doesn't rain too much. And I think we're going to go and get a takeaway hot chocolate from Betty's now, just to warm us up as we're walking along too. But we're going to enjoy a lovely walk in a beautiful garden, and I'm excited to bring you along with us. Delicious hot chocolate from Betty's. What are you eating?
Well, this is a Betty's Advent cake. Doesn't that look good? It's like Flat Rascal apparently, but it's all Christmas spices. But it sounds delicious to me.
Isn't it lovely here?
It's beautiful. What a lovely place.
Something that's special is all the bird song and looking at the birds. There's so many birds here.
There are so many, and it's just such a pretty sound when you hear them all trilling away like that.
I know, it's amazing.
It's lovely.
I'm going to have some of my bit of the Advent Fat Rascal.
Yes, well, they were lovely. Tell me if you think what the spices are to you.
I'll try a little bit. It smells nice.
It was
Smells
lovely.
like those Christmas spices. There's a faint note of sort of aniseed.
That's what I thought. Maybe star anise, you know, it's been ground up and put it. I thought it was lovely. It's not too overwhelming,
No,
is it? Because I don't actually like licorice.
No, me neither.
But it's lovely.
Very faint. It's really good.
Their Fat Rascals are always amazing. I think they're so clever to make an Advent cake out of the idea and use those.
I agree, they're always really tasty. We're going to head into the gift shop now because we always love a gift shop, don't we? So we're going to see what it's like. So we're home now. It was a really lovely walk. Nice to get out kind of first thing on a Sunday and just enjoy having a stroll around, a delicious hot chocolate from Betty's. And we really loved the gift shop at Harlow Carr. I was so impressed, especially by the bookshop. It was amazing. Definitely going to be going back there. And we got from the gift shop, we got this mulled wine, well, mulled winter punch. It's actually non-alcoholic, so not a wine, but it says it's made with real elderberries, black currants and orange, spiced up with cinnamon, cloves and nutmeg. It sounds delicious, and this afternoon we really have to write our Christmas cards. We're a bit late with that, so I thought it'd be really nice to warm up some of this winter punch. I'm going to go and get some logs for the fireplace because we're all out of logs. So I just need to walk and get some. And I'm going to light a fire, get cozy, warm up some winter spiced punch, and then going to write some Christmas cards. So I'm looking forward to that.
Hi.
Hi, I've got the logs.
Oh, well done you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ready for a nice blazing fire.
Sounds good to me.
We got a bit chilled on our walk.
We did, didn't we? It was a bit chilly.
Yes, so I'm going to put
Warm
fire
us up.
on. And then I was saying that
Uh-oh.
we could have this mulled winter punch
Sounds delicious.
that we got from the Harlow Carr shop. Sounds really good, doesn't
It does. You can plump up your raisins and almonds.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We can make it a bit more exciting.
Yes, that's very good.
Non-alcoholic, this one. So. But it sounds really nice, and I thought it'll just warm us up a bit.
Be lovely.
And we can
What are you
now
going to do this afternoon?
write Christmas cards.
That sounds very good.
There's a lot to do.
Yeah,
And yeah, I'm quite behind on writing mine.
that'll be fun though.
Yes. So I've got the fire going. It's looking good. Let me show you. Lovely and roaring, which is just how we like it. And I'm getting excited for our mulled punch. I think Mum's making some over here. Let's see. Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi.
How's it going?
It's going well. Do you want me to show you what I'm doing?
Oh yes, please.
Right, so your trick of raisins
And almonds
in there being plumped up in some Calvados.
Lovely.
And then I've mixed some of this lovely mulled winter punch that we got at Harlow Carr this morning.
Yes.
With some cider and a
Lovely.
little bit of Calvados too. To make it good.
How nice.
And then I'm going to heat it up. And
Yeah.
I'm going to put some spices in it.
I'll come round.
Okay. There.
Lovely.
I've got just a couple of cinnamon sticks, and I've put some, I always lose the cloves, so I stick them in a bit of lemon peel so I can fish them out, and a couple of star anise.
Mm,
And
let
I'll
me
just turn that on, let it warm up.
That's looking good.
It does, doesn't it?
I'm excited about this.
And then I'm going to also pop in just a couple of slices of orange.
Oh, lovely. That
Yeah.
will be nice.
Yeah.
Make it lovely and
And then once
aromatic.
we've heated that up, I'll be popping a little bit of apple, finely chopped apple in there as well in the glasses. So
Oh, very nice.
just to make it
I can't wait.
tasty.
And normally that's your chair by the fire, isn't it?
I'll let you have it today.
Well, no, it's all right. I have to go and write Christmas cards anyway.
So then
And it's ready, is
I
it?
think it's ready now.
Oh, yay. I'm excited.
Pull all the bits out.
Oh, yes. Good idea. Smells good.
It's very fragrant, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is. Lovely.
I think it's so nice when you have something like this that you can just heat up and not make really, really hot, but just nice and warming.
Yes. Well, it's perfect for a cosy December afternoon on a Sunday.
Sounds lovely to me.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then I'll just pour this into the glasses.
Lovely. These are old glasses from Anthropology that I've had for years
Are
now.
they?
Yeah, I really like them. I
They're
always pull
nice,
them out
aren't
at
they?
Christmas because I like the green glass.
They're very pretty.
Quite wintry.
I always
looking.
put a spoon in just in case it cracks the
glass. Oh,
yes.
that's a good tip.
Yes. And then I'll just pop
Well,
a
they're
little bit.
steaming. I'm putting the apple on.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Just to add a little something.
These look perfect.
And Sante, as they say.
Yes, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'll have a taste.
All good. Tell us what you think.
Smells delicious. That's really good.
Oh,
That's
good.
really lovely, actually.
That'll warm you while you're up doing
Yes,
your
I
cards.
know it does. Well, it's warming me up already.
Good. What the fire won't do, it will do inside of you.
Exactly. It should be lovely.
That's wonderful. Well, I can see that you've been carrying around this book
Yes.
lately.
I have. It's called Accident, Manslaughter or Murder. Can you
It's
see,
lovely.
Can they see the cover?
Let me come in so that we can.
Because I love that cover.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes.
That's lovely.
And it's by a writer who I don't really know. I have to admit that I completely judged a book by its cover.
Well, a cover like that, I don't blame you.
I know, it looks so perfectly wintry, and I love a good cosy crime style book at Christmas, so this appeals. It's by a woman called Lee Thayer, and she's got quite an interesting history. She was an American writer. She wrote over 60 mysteries,
Wow.
apparently.
Very
Yes,
prolific.
very prolific. And her husband was an artist. She was also a bit of an artist herself.
Ah.
And apparently she and her husband set up a business where they specialised in book jacket designs.
What a clever idea.
Yes, and I don't know if this is one of theirs, but you'd think might be
It could
quite
be because
likely.
it's so beautiful, and I mean it is her book, isn't it? So you
Yes.
think they might have.
Yes, exactly. So I'd be interested in finding out a bit more about her.
Yes.
But this one, it's mainly set in Maine, I think.
lovely.
And I always love Maine as a setting
Yes.
for some reason.
Yes, it's a lovely wintry feel, isn't it?
I guess it's a beautiful part of the world. So I'm curious to read it, and her stories follow a sort of more of the gentleman private detective, type. I think.
Lovely.
And then the woman who I think might turn out to be the love interest
Yes.
is a journalist.
Oh, this sounds fabulous. I'm going to have to borrow it after you have finished.
Once I've finished it shouldn't take me too long because
It's quite slim, that one,
it's
isn't
very
it?
slim. And I must admit, I'm dying to read it, but I should really get on with those Christmas cards.
Okay. Well, I promise I won't start it so that while you're gone, so that then I won't give it up. So I'll leave it for you
All
for
right.
later.
Thank you. Hello again. So I'm up in my bedroom at my writing desk. I've got my mulled Christmassy drink, my mulled punch, which I'm excited about. And of course, Mum couldn't let me go without any snacks. So I've got some mince pies too. And I've laid out all of my Christmas cards that I'll be using this year. I love writing Christmas cards. I have left it a little bit late this year, so sometimes when I haven't been so disorganised, I like to add little details, like I might write out a Christmas poem to include in the card, or I might stamp it with some pretty Christmassy stamps, or use some stickers on the envelope. You know, I get a bit creative, but this year it will just be the card because I just need to get these posted now. But I do really love to use a variety of Christmas cards. I love to try to shop from small artists that I know and like, or that I discover in the year. In the past, for instance, I've bought a lot of Emily Sutton Christmas cards because she's one of my favourite artists. But I don't think she did a Christmas card this year, which was a little disappointing. But happily, there are many other artists I love, and I've bought Christmas cards from them this year. So you can see I have quite a variety, and I thought I'd share some of my favourites with you. So I love the artists Vanessa and Sarah Bowman. I think that's how you say the last name. It's B-O-W-M-A-N. And this is one of the cards that I chose. I love this one because it's Christmassy in an understated kind of way. It's just a beautiful wintry scene. So I think that can be really nice to send to friends and acquaintances. It reminds me a little bit of Yorkshire somehow, with that grey stone as well that's used in the buildings. And there's a woman walking her dog and pulling her child on a sleigh behind her, which I think is just very sweet. So I loved that card. And then again, you know I adore anything with a robin on it. This one is by Sarah Bowman, and I absolutely love it. It's called Robin and Mistletoe. And I love paintings that also have like a little cup or vase filled with flowers, because I love flowers too. Again, somehow this reminds me just a bit of Yorkshire, with the grey stone house in the background and the stone walls marking the fields. So I absolutely loved the details in this card. And then on the back, this is another one by Vanessa Bowman, I think. Let me just check. Yes, Vanessa Bowman, and it's called Pheasants Sheltering. I'll hold it up. And again, this reminds me of our life here, because we have pheasants that roam around the grounds near us all through the autumn. We absolutely love spotting them. They're such beautiful, colourful birds. Well, the male ones are anyway. And I felt Vanessa Bowman really got those lovely details of the pheasants in this. So this card just means a lot to me, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And then an artist I just discovered this year is Susie Hamilton. I think I read about her in a magazine, and I ordered some of her Christmas cards. Again, I'm a sucker for a robin, so I couldn't resist this one. It's called Ivy in Robin Jug, and I just think that's beautiful. And again, it's not overtly Christmas. It would also just make a lovely winter card to send to someone. So I do like to get cards like that work as pretty cards to send in the winter and not just for Christmas too. So I really liked that. And then, so I got a pack of hers that were all just the robins, because they were my favourites. And then I got a mixed pack of cards by her too. And you can see that she does this style of illustration where she uses like a pretty jug or a mug or something with different flowers inside. So this was snowberries in pheasant jug. Then this is a mixed pack, so it's got a few different ones. I love this mistletoe one. Some are more Christmassy again than others, which was quite nice. Like this one I'll definitely send for Christmas. But I think later in winter, it'll be lovely to send someone this snowdrop one, because I think that that's beautiful. I also love to use cards in my photography. So that's another reason why I buy cards, is that I do like to use them in photos myself, and also just to decorate my mantelpiece and everything. I love beautiful cards. So I was really happy. Again, this one to me is just a beautiful winter card rather than really a Christmas one. So I'll probably save this one. But here is a gorgeous Christmas one with the holly and the sleigh jug. So I really like getting that mix of sort of wintry and then overtly Christmassy cards too. But I love these ones by Susie Hamilton. Then another favourite designer and artist of mine is Cressida Bell, and I often send my dad her cards as a sort of Christmas present because he loves cards too. I think stationery adoration runs in my blood because both my mum and dad have a real weakness for beautiful cards and notebooks, so yeah, it's in my blood. And my dad adores Cressida Bell, so I'll definitely be sending him a Cressida Bell card. And I love to buy them. I think these are quite old ones of hers that I have because I bought a lot one year and I didn't use them all. But I love this scene with the fox. I think that is just so magical. There's something very magical about that one. And then I have another one by her, which I also love because it speaks to all of the good foodie things that you can enjoy at Christmas time, which is very me, as you all know. I love the little mince pie there. The wine says Merry Christmas written on it. I love the bowl of Christmas oranges and all of the nuts and goodies. So that, I think, is a beautiful card. And I love Cressida Bell's designs. She's actually the granddaughter of Vanessa Bell, Virginia Woolf's sister. So I got to visit Cressida in her studio in Hackney in London one year, and I interviewed her about the beautiful scarves and general sort of fabric designs that she does, as well as cards and lampshades. And that is such a special memory for me, and I always made it a point around Christmas time. She would do an open studio. You got to go and visit her studio in Hackney. And I went quite a few years in a row, and that was always a special part of Christmas for me, was getting to go to her studio and meet her in person. She's really lovely, and it was a joy when I interviewed her one year too. But so I have lots of special memories, I guess, tied up with these cards, and that's what's special about buying from artists that you know and like, is when you can also make the effort to maybe go to their open studios and meet them in person. And again, I think it just makes it that much more personal when you come to write Christmas cards and you choose some of theirs every year. It's definitely a joy for me anyway. Now, I also like to support some of my favourite literary enterprises. So often I buy the London Library Christmas cards, which I think I used all of them last year, and I wasn't able to buy any this year because last year I bought them when I was actually in the London Library, and of course this year I haven't been able to get to it. But happily for me, I also have some Slightly Foxed Christmas cards. I love Slightly Foxed, they're a brilliant independent publisher, and I really enjoy their Christmas cards. These are some old ones that I have left again from a previous year, but their cards generally feature a fox who is having an awful lot of Christmas fun. And I just think that they're really sweet cards, and I'm just such a fan of Slightly Foxed that it's a joy for me to be able to buy their cards every other year or so. So these ones I think they actually sent me, which was very sweet of them. Another reason why I love their cards is books generally feature. I don't know if you can see in this picture, but there's a sack full of books with the robin on top, and the snowman is industriously reading as well. So I love cards that feature books, of course. So I love these Christmas cards, and these are the ones that I'll be sending to my especially bookish friends, which will be lovely. And then a bit of a sort of sentimental card purchase for my mum and for me are these ones. I'll just hold it up. And we get these because they're sold in aid of the Jockeys Fund. It's always nice to support a charity, obviously at Christmas time, by buying their Christmas cards. And we buy the Jockeys Fund Christmas cards because my great uncle, my Uncle Reg, who's my mum's uncle, and she lived with him in Dorset for many years, and he would always buy the Jockeys Fund Christmas cards at Christmas time. So these cards are special to us, one, because they are beautiful and they feature the countryside, which is so appropriate for us now. My great uncle loved horses, and I love horses too, even though I'm too frightened to ride. I still think they're beautiful creatures and I love them. He loved the races, I have to say too. And one of my favourite memories is him taking me to the races at Salisbury, which was just so special. And so that's why every year now we also buy Christmas cards to support the Jockeys Fund. And they are beautiful ones too. But anyway, I think that's all of the Christmas cards that I'm going to be using this year. I also want to point out this beautiful one, which I admit I am not sending this year. I'm sort of being selfish and keeping this one to myself. It's also got a reverse side, and this is actually where you would write the message in this part. But it's the most stunning fold-out card, and it's by Mark Hurd. I think it's still available. People always ask me about where the little paper owls that are on my mantelpiece in the kitchen. People always ask me where they're from. They're also by Mark Hurd, and they're fold-out cards. But I bought them years ago, and I did try and look them up, and I can't find them anywhere. So I don't think that those are still available. But there are some Christmassy ones that I think are available by Mark Hurd. And some non-Christmassy ones. He's done a few fold-out cards. And I think these are absolutely stunning. Of course, I've chosen a robin one. I think there's a rabbit one too, which I'd like to get actually. But if you want to send someone really special, if you want to send that person a really special card, then definitely something like this would be such a joy to receive. And if you don't want to send it to anyone but be a bit selfish like me, you could also, well, either buy yourself one too, or buy one just for yourself and get to use it like a Christmas decoration. I love to do that. They're so inexpensive, to be honest, for such, you know, beautiful card, and I just love to display them. They look absolutely gorgeous on a mantelpiece or on my desk, as you can see. So those are all of my Christmas cards, and now I have to stop procrastinating and start writing them. So let's get going. That's it from me today. I've had a lovely cozy Sunday, and I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video. Do give it a thumbs up if you did, and you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face that pops up on the screen. I'll be back again soon with more Vlogmas videos and general festive fun. So I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.